Okay, so just walked out of a house and they were not even close to being ready. And so there are two things that I noticed about this, and this is going to happen sometimes. One, the realtor obviously did not send the photo ready checklist that I sent to them. And then two, the realtor didn't even try to help the homeowner pick stuff up, move things, and help the homeowner get ready for the photo shoot. And about 80% of the realtors that I work with do that. It's obvious that this realtor was pretty new at it. So I was standing there and I was running out of time. And I said to the realtor, well, first I looked at my calendar and I saw that I have an opening tomorrow. Now, I normally don't do this. This happens maybe once or twice a year. It's August 9th, and this is the first one of the year that this has happened. So I looked at my calendar. I saw that there was an opening in there. Obviously, the realtor wasn't going to help the homeowner. So I suggested, I looked at the homeowner, at the realtor, while the homeowner was running around and said, hey, look, um, this is up to you because this is your call. But I do have an opening tomorrow. I can come back, and then these guys, the homeowners, would have 24 hours to get the house photo ready. And so the realtor looked at me and goes, well, do you want to ask them? And that's not my job. That's the realtor's job. So that, again, I knew that this realtor is pretty new at this. And I used to be a realtor, so I do get it. So I said, well, I have the opening, and I was waiting for the realtor to take the initiative to do it. And after about a minute, he was like, hey, you know, Paul has an opening tomorrow. Would you be open to waiting till tomorrow? And so the homeowner just like sighed, and I can tell he had two babies running around the house. His wife wasn't helping. He was completely stressed out. And I said, hey, look, I have an opening tomorrow. Let's give you guys 24 hours so you can breathe and it can be less stressful because it's already a stressful situation. And I get it. I understand. I used to be a realtor, and I don't want you guys to be stressed out. And I want to create the best images for you so we can help a buyer buy your house. And of course, like a big sigh of relief came over his face. And then he was like, well, I'm just really sorry that I wasted your time coming up here. And I said, look, I understand. I get it. It's tough. I've photographed many, many homes and stuff happens. Life happens. I'm like, I have an opening and I just want to help you guys out. And that's how I approached it. I wasn't being annoyed to the fact that I have to come back tomorrow. Again, this is only happens once or twice a year. Um, and yes, could cost me time and that could cost me money, but I was trying to paint a bigger picture. I wasn't trying to look at the end of my nose. I was trying to be really helpful to this homeowner. And while the realtor was still pretty new, saw what was going on, going, wow, Paul really cares about me wanting to help sell this house. Paul really cares about the homeowner to help them, and he wants to create the best images. So again, I don't do this with every single client. A lot of times I'm too booked solid to do that, but I had the opening. And I'm not going to charge a trip charge. Some of you might be charging a trip charge, but this particular one, I just felt really bad. And I want to go out of my way to help them out. And that goes a long way. So keep that in mind when you're out photographing properties. Try to put yourself in that homeowner's shoes, okay? Because if you were trying to move and nobody was helping you and you didn't get the photo ready checklist, like obviously they didn't know any better. Yeah, they should have been more prepared, but they weren't, and that's okay. Humans, right? It happens. It just happens. Just try to understand where they're coming from. And sometimes it's tough because you get annoyed because you're a human being yourself, and you get stressed because you're like, I got to get to another place. It's not that you're not important, but I do have a schedule. Just try to put yourself in their shoes. Of course, if you have realtors that take advantage of you on that, well, then you have to get rid of that realtor. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Um, Breathe yourself, put yourself out there, put yourself into that person's shoes, and do what you can to really help that client. Have a good one.